Going over everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in live. This good Monday. Angel, thank you for the likes. Hope you're having a great day. Kevo, what's going on, everybody? How are you, bro? I'm doing good, JL. I can't complain. How about you? Chilling, man. DJ DJ Sango. I hope I said Sango. I hope I said it right. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Yes, fine. Glad you're doing good, JL. You too. I was just battling my thoughts this morning, trying to release those turned good. I'm glad it turned good. Yeah, it's getting through, the obsessions is possible, yo. It's I like I said, I still have my moments sometimes where, I obsess over things. I'm honestly going through a little episode right now myself. It's kind of different though. But I'm learning to, just, go through the motions, allow it to be and not, worry about it too much because yeah, it's not really it's like excuse the stutter. It's doing me no good just obsessing over it, you know. Bro, is that normal? Sometimes it disappears in something. Oh, for sure. Hell yeah. It doesn't seem to fix it. It doesn't. And that's easier said than done to not worry, but it's like we just have to really remind ourselves that we have to remind ourselves to like worry less, because the worrying is just what gives it more power. Yeah, it's very possible for your obsessions to just like disappear, and you're not obsessing over things like you used to, and then just somehow it just comes back randomly. It's possible. I experienced that. Razer headset, yep. I'm about to give me some new ones, not some new Razer headsets, but a new headset. I'm finna upgrade my setup. It doesn't seem to, yeah. I want some wireless headphones. I only got these because I was streaming on console at the time and I was using my capture card and I needed to, for y'all to hear me like on the stream stuff, I needed like a wire headset. So yeah. Might as well wait for like 5 9 months then return randomly. No, for real, it'd be like that. That's especially now, like with me being so like good at just not obsessing over my thoughts like that for real. Like I say, I be having days where I forget I have OCD for real. Like I that's how good I'm at with not obsessing over some of my thoughts or just triggers overall. And then out of nowhere, like it's just one trigger that just gets me. And I just sit there and obsess over it like crazy. Like I obsess over it like it was my first time ever obsessing over, my triggers. And yeah. All right, Traps. Yeah. I hope y'all doing good though, man. Hope y'all been having a great Monday so far. What y'all got planned for today? I really hope y'all OCD ain't been, getting to y'all for if it is. I'm sending y'all my love, peace, and strength. Hope y'all are able to, get through it. It's been good. Yeah. I'm glad it's going good, Angel. I'm glad it's going good. And yeah, I'm getting to a point where it's like I am living. I'm learning to live in the moment. You know, like I've I worry. I don't even say worry. I live in the past too much. You feel me? Like with a lot of things in my life, and especially with my OCD. Like, like for example, I think y'all probably missed this live, but it was a certain live I was talking about me being stuck with creating content for y'all, and I feel like it was because I was stuck in the past. You know what I'm saying? When I was making content for y'all, like back then when I used to, advocate for OCD heavily, I was living in the moment. I was making content in the moment. I didn't like, yeah, you know, digged in my past for certain content, but for the most part, everything I was going through, it was all in the moment. I was able to, make content for y'all. And I feel like that's where I need to be at now, as far as making content with y'all, just being in the moment. And where I'm at now, it's like I'm way past where I used to be, bro. Like I don't, like I said, I'm barely triggered for real. I barely obsess over, my triggers and stuff like that. And if I do, like it's for a quick second, honestly, like a quick moment to my knowledge. So yeah, I'm learning overall the best thing to do when it comes to, like just managing your OCD is living in a moment. Like when you look around and not when you look around and don't obsess over, you know, your intrusive thoughts and triggers that you're experiencing, you look around, you just like notice that there's nothing going on. Like there's nothing going on around you at all. There's no sense of danger. Nothing's changing. Nothing. It's nothing going on. You're at like you're really safe. There's nothing going on. So you have to, you know, really embrace, you know, the present moment for real. I'm trying to stay mindful. Very mindful. That's why I digged into meditation so heavily, because I needed to find some way to ground myself and be more like present. Most of these OCD thoughts sound so believable though. It can do that. OCD is very convincing. Like it it's crazy because I think it's more so like because our brain use logic over anything. You know what I'm saying? We try to look for the like irrational like reasons that something would happen. I hope I said that right. Like basically we'd be like, okay, this ain't gonna happen because this, that, and the third. And our brain is built to solve problems, no matter what problem it is. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna try to find a way to solve something that you say that can't happen. You know, Black Magic, what it do? Appreciate you tuning in live. Hope you're having a great day. So it's like that's another thing. Like that's why I stopped arguing with my like brain. Just like saying like, oh, I don't like this. I do like this. I am this. I'm not that, because it's like your brain will try to figure out some way to make you believe that you are that. You like that because that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to solve some type of problem that you're like. It's meant to solve a question that you are, questioning. Yep, I know I had problems. See, it'd be like if I see a red card, but this is gonna happen. Yeah, I have to say maybe something will happen. Maybe it won't. Sometimes I can't. Yeah, like I heard many like methods, with just trying to separate yourself from, your OCD. Doing the maybe not, giving your OCD a different name, because we're not OCD at all. You know what I'm saying? Like what we go through with OCD, like I said, it don't define us, and we're not identified with it. You know what I'm saying? And overall, we're not identified with anything we experience in our life. You know what I'm saying? For example, you're not defined by your thoughts. You're not defined by the feelings you feel. You're not defined, when I say your thoughts, you're not defined by the intrusive thoughts that you feel, or just any thought that you experience. You're not identified with the emotions you feel. You're not identified with the sensations you feel. You're not identified by your race. You're not identified by your financial standpoint. None of these things define you unless you let it define you. You define who you are and who you want to be, what you want. Yeah. So it's like once you really start to live life like that, it's easier to just like separate yourself from, you know, dealing with obsessions and just OCD overall. Master Crowd, what's going on? Appreciate you. I hope I said your name right. Appreciate you tuning in live. How you doing, bro? Uh, that was a weird comment. Not gonna go read it. Face is up to where my family believes I am the harmful thing because of my OCD. How can you go about that? Because when I used to deal with harm OCD, I would have moments where I would think that my family like would notice how I act as far as like separating myself from them, and they would like assume things about me because I'm doing that. I'd be like, they probably think I'm I'm actually this because of the way I'm acting now. And then you thinking like, what can I do to, prove that I'm not that without, falling into compulsions. Um, and honestly, I just started to just like, I'll be honest with y'all, I might sound like a broken record to y'all and to anybody that I message in my DMs and stuff like that, bro. But I just really learned to just like sit with everything. I try to sit with everything. I'm not gonna sit here and say I 100% sit with everything, but my when I experience when I know I'm finna get triggered or I'm experiencing a triggering, you know, episode or whatever, like I just try to sit with it as much as I can because I know the moment I try to figure out what it means, try to do something about it, make sense of it, any of that, it's just going to make the cycle way stronger. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make it harder for me to get out of it. So that's it. Sometimes I succeed and I'm able to just get through it and just like not worry about it. Most so sometimes I and sometimes I get caught in it. And even then, when I'm caught in it, I still try to sit with it as much as I can because I know like I said, anything I do as far as compulsion wise, it's just gonna make it worse. I seen that. Uh, Pink Panther. That Pantheress. That's her name. Yeah, I seen that on the No CD company page. It's cool though that a lot of celebrities come out about their OCD, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Deep down inside, I really hope they're not doing this like I'm not gonna say for attention. I hope nobody's not paying them to do this. What I'm saying, I hope somebody's not paying them for this. I hope they're not doing it for attention. I really hope they genuinely, deal with this because it's needed. Like this type of, attention is needed. You know what I'm saying? They can give it, but it's like if you're not really going through this, it's like I don't know how you can, advocate for it. You know what I'm saying, or spread knowledge on it if you don't know exactly how to, talk about it because you don't know how to because you've never been through it for real. So it's like I really hope they. I'm not. I don't wish this on anybody, but I just like I genuinely hope that when they talk about this, like they are actually going through this and not just doing this for like some type of I don't know like stunt. I guess no. Yeah, that would be crazy, honestly. Yeah, I know I missed a lot of comments on here. Most of these not me. Sometimes I gotta remember I don't need to be identified by my OCD. You're not identified by your OCD at all. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. You don't, what the fuck? You don't have to be identified with anything you experience in life overall. Like that's. I think that's overall. That helped me with just everything in life. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to be identified by anything that I go through, what I was born with, what I have now. Like I don't have to be identified by none of that. That doesn't define who I am, where I want to go in life, where I desire. Because if I do, I'd be lost. You don't know what you actually want. Um, yeah, it's like you'll be stuck into like this. You'll be put into this box. Like it's like you just like yeah. A lot can happen with you identifying yourself as something that is not you or that you don't want to be you. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's say you like you dealing with depressing, unmotivated thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Saying like you're not gonna be nothing in life. You won't be. You won't be what you want to be in life. You will always fail. If you identify yourself with that, you just gonna constantly feel like that. You gonna feel down. You gonna feel sad. You gonna feel demotivated. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna want to push out and do more. You're not gonna want to be passionate about something because you believe that you're gonna fail and you're not gonna amount to nothing. And it's like if you, yeah, that's what happens when you identify yourself with everything you experience in life. Feelings. Like you have moments where you are passionate about something, you motivated, and you want to do it, but you also gonna have moments where them feelings just go because that's just life overall. Thoughts, feelings, sensations all that comes and go. It's not something that's going to stay forever. It will come back though for sure. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's good or bad. And if you just identify yourself with the feelings that you experience and not just like by morals or beliefs or what you just or just what you know that you desire, you just gonna you're just gonna be lost if you just like I said, just depend on feelings. You have to depend on your feelings, your emotions, and just your morals and beliefs in life. Like those things will guide both things will guide you to where you want to be. You can honestly just, if you really want to, on some really insane, crazy shit, just identify yourself with what you want, despite how you feel. Like, yeah, just go with what you want. I have such a hard time not composing because it's the easiest instead of learning it. This is my, I'm always say this. I'm always, um, I'm always I'm always say this. I'm always gonna do like this is always gonna be my standpoint when it comes to compulsions overall. Do I believe 100% relying on compulsions is bad? Yes. Do I 100% believe that? I mean, do I believe that 100% cutting off compulsions is the way to go? No. In life, you need reinsurance, just in general. Outside of OCD, you're not gonna always be confident in who you are. You're always not gonna be certain about, what I'm saying, what you want. And sometimes things may happen to the point where you feel like unmotivated. So you need some type of reinsurance to guide you back onto the right track. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's about finding a balance between believing in yourself and falling into compulsions. You really earned that too, so it's like no point. Exactly. It's like it's like knowing, you know, even though even though like sometimes you be like OCD can OCD can really confuse you. OCD can convince you that you are not who you say you are. It can try to convince you that you don't like what you say you like. But deep down inside, like I said, for me, I'm not gonna lie. I've I've been in this battle for years. I have not given up at all. My morals, beliefs has not changed at all. Why? Because deep down inside, I know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Deep down inside, I know what I want. And when I want something, if I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get it. You know what I'm saying? There's no like with me, there's no plan B with anything. I don't do plan Bs. You know what I'm saying? If I fail at something, I'm gonna continue to go at it until I get it. Because that's just who I am, you know? But I said you kind of look like KSI, bro. That was so weird, bro. Same with the I looked different eyes yesterday. Ain't that a song? What it do, Red? I think Marina has it too. She has a song called This Is Good. Marina, never heard of her, but I'll check it out though. I love I love seeing like songs talk about like, OCD and stuff like that. I ain't been seeing it lately, but I've seen it a couple times throughout my time, advocating for OCD and stuff like that. So may not be paid off. Yeah, no, facts. If they getting paid off to just, talk about OCD, that will yeah, yeah, I'll be hurt. Cause I ain't gonna lie. One person I can say I'm convinced that really do have OCD. And I'm not even gonna say he's the only person I believe that has OCD. I believe everybody they showed on the OCD apps and stuff like that. Just all the celebrities that came out about talk about OCD. I believe they have OCD for sure. But one person that I'm like, oh, I ain't questioning it. Is it's a country singer. I think he is. Is he a country singer? Damn, what's his name? No judge. I ain't trying to be judgmental or anything, but he's a big guy. It's not Jelly Roll. Uh, what the fuck is his name, bro? It's something Combs. Combs. Something Combs. I hate talking about OCD to others because they always think it's just organizing. Yeah, that's the Like that's the like I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna word this. That's the perspective we have to get rid of. Now, don't get me wrong. Some subtypes like uh, what's the name? Contamination OCD, health OCD, professionalism OCD, or just right OCD. Those things do surround being clean and organized, but it's not in a fun way. It's not in a quirky way. It's not in a oh I love being clean and it's none of that. It's more so in a fearful way. You know, of things of bad things happening. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's really time to switch that perspective for real because I'm definitely tired of hearing it. If I was a celebrity, I'd talk about my OCD because so many people fear it alone. And I'm be honest, that's why that's why I do what I do. To be told, I don't care to be like this big old celebrity. You know what I'm saying? I always had a dream of being a content creator, gamer, to be exact. But I would love to succeed in my gaming career and talk about OCD as well. I mean, that's what I'm doing now, honestly. I upload gaming content and upload OCD content because, like I said, as far as OCD is needed. So, yeah, hopefully I can get a big enough platform and, I'll talk about OCD for sure. The same way I'm talking about it now. A lot of people do fake a lot of stuff paying attention. No, facts though. That's the scariest thing though, because it's like with this, like you could pay me $1 billion to say the shit that I'll be going through. I'm being honest. Like I don't know no amount of money can like make me say the shit I be like going through. The, like that. No. Hell no. You're not your thoughts. You're not your thoughts. You're not the feelings. You're not emotions. You're not the sensations. You're not the images, visions, whatever you experience in the human body. You're not it. You're not identified by it. You know what I'm saying? You're just someone that's experiencing it, and you can let it pass. You only identified yourself with things that you want to identify yourself with. But you have that right. You know what I'm saying? The mind is very powerful. I wish we all could experience life without OCD. This is so hard to. Nah, honestly, but I feel like in a way, I feel like a lot of more people deal with OCD. You know, it's a lot more people out there that do OCD than we think. I hope I said that right. Um, I just feel like it's just a scary thing to talk about, so a lot of people don't talk about it, and that's why it's so new to the world, and people just look at us like we're crazy. I believe people with LCD can also care so much. Obviously, we have so much potential. Experiencing. Share 7 says, just wake up and pretend like you're different. uh, I say this all the time, bro. Like, everybody that has OCD, everybody I've met that had OCD has been a very nice, caring person. Like, I can tell they have a big heart. They wouldn't hurt a fly. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's scary when, you know, because I feel like I'm not the only one that feels like this. Like when you've been a sweetheart or an angel your whole life, you've been told you've been an angel your whole life, and you are constantly dealing with triggers that are against who you've been your whole life. It's just like you feel like you turn into a different person, someone that that someone not only that you don't want to be, but something that you just don't like. It just don't align with you, and it just happens so instantly. You know what I'm saying? It just happened like out of nowhere, and yeah, it's like. But overall, I say that to say this: like you have, you can put someone with OCD and someone that is really a bad person in the same room with one person, with another person. I guaranteed you, like, I can promise you this I promise my life to you when it comes to this. you would not have to worry about that person that deals with OCD. If anything, that person with OCD will help you fight off the bad person that's in the room with you. If that bad person try to do anything to you, I promise you. My daily affirmation is my OCD is not my whole life because I keep on letting it take over. We are not identified by OCD. That's another. That's why I kind of like when it comes to my platform, like I don't like it's a little balance between me uploading OCD content and me gaming because I don't want to be just identified by my OCD because I'm not my OCD, and I just like I don't know, it's just something I experienced, you know. I just want to like move forward with it. Like I still want to spread awareness on it, you know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out there that's dealing with it by themselves and like they don't know that this is a real thing. But I also want to live my life and just, you know, do the things I love, you know. I know I'm late as hell to the comments, y'all. I'm sorry. You know, you really are that too. So, like, everybody, meditation. I gotta look into that. In a session, she said her ages. Luke Combs. Luke Combs. Luke Combs. That's him. Y'all. Luke Combs. He opened up about his OCD, and I could tell. Like I don't know. It's just like the way he was like explaining it and talking about it. I seen myself. Like like you could tell. Like he was kind of like you could tell. Like the way he talked about it, you could tell he been through some shit. Like like this really traumatized him. Like, and I'm like, yeah. Like like when I seen them, I'm like, oh bro, like I don't want to say I'm gonna support somebody because they got OCD, but it's like, bro, like I feel like I have no choice but to support somebody that got OCD because it's like I feel like we don't have enough support. You feel me? So yeah, Blue Cones, yeah, PLC is the worst. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Like I ain't gonna lie. From from uh from a standpoint where I like what OCD I dealt with the most and which one is the worst to me is my sexual orientation OCD. But as far as my morals and beliefs, it's POCD. Yeah, because a lot of people, and it's sad as hell. Saying like no amount of money can make me say up. Like imagine like it'd be crazy. Like people be thinking like I like someone would say this for attention. Like I don't want your attention, honestly. Like, yes, I want your attention as far as like me spreading awareness on this, but as far as like attention for me and like I guess like caring for me or loving for me, I don't give a fuck about your attention, honestly. Like I'm an introvert anyway. Like I'm to myself, like real shit. Like I got my wife, I got my family. I'm cool. I don't need nobody else attention besides that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, like that saying this shit for attention. Like I don't say this shit for nothing. I don't care, bro. If if I wasn't going through this shit, man, I would not even be talking about it. Real shit. HOCD is terrible. It definitely is. Acting out on your obsession and fears be a compulsion. Um, Gillen, give me a example because I think I know what you mean. But can you give me an example? It's like acting out your obsession and fears. Are you saying like to test yourself? I started acting like that, and everyone started looking at me differently. That's tough, but probably better off not doing it again. Wait. Listen, I'm late as hell to the comments. My bad, Joe. Damn. Dang, man, so much strict now. It's illusion and will come. Most definitely. How I look at it is, y'all. It's crazy. I don't know where this came from, but with that comment Eddie just said, it kind of like it just sparked it. It just sparked this idea in my brain. If y'all watch Naruto, if y'all know what's his face, Sasuke brother. What's his name? Uh, damn. What the fuck is Sasuke brother name? Ew, how I forget? What is his brother name? What the fuck is Sasuke brother's name? I'm gonna scroll down for this comic. I feel like somebody gonna say it. Sasuke brother, bro. What is Sasuke brother name, bro? I gotta look it up. That's crazy. I'm gonna be pissed because I know it's gonna be something that I remember, bro. That I remember. I'm just not thinking of it right now. Itachi. So look, if if y'all know what Naruto is, well, if y'all ever watch, if y'all haven't watched it, um, Sasuke has a brother named Itachi, and Itachi and just the whole Uchiha clan, they basically have this eye that can really like it's really powerful, but it's this thing called the Genjutsu, and basically they put you into an illusion. Like once they stare in your eyes, they put you into an illusion, and whatever they make you imagine, it basically feels like you will imagine it, and it feels so real, and it feels like it's actually happening in that moment, but it's not at all. Like it, like the danger that you fear that you feel from the genjutsu is not like they can really like play with your mind with their eyes, and that's how OCD is low key. Like if y'all really think about it. PLCD is so hard. Exposure therapy has helped, but I know that if someone says that thing, all right, fake it. Yeah, I experienced PLCD in and out. Um, I have younger siblings, so that was like my first time experiencing it was like a couple years ago, like it was a while back. Um, and honestly, like I said, I deal with my OC all my OCDs the same way. Like I literally just like sit with it. Like even though it was so hard to sit with, like any trigger I experienced when it came to PLCD, I just sat there and tried to just deal with it, even though it was hard to. Um, but it really got bad um when I came um when I um when I was introduced to my niece. Um, I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to avoid her as much as I could because I didn't want any of my OCD to attach itself to her. Um, but at some point, I just was like, bro, I have to meet my niece. You know what I'm saying? It's my damn niece. Um, so one day I met her. My OCD wasn't bad when I first met her. It was honestly like it wasn't on nothing, to be honest. But the more I spent time with her, that's when it started to try to attach itself to her. So it was not only was it POCD, it was harm OCD. Um, and that was honestly the most like the worst. Like that shit was really next to my sexual orientation OCD. And when it comes to my sexual orientation OCD, I've been through the worst with that shit. So I was really triggered bad with my POCD. And the more I spent time with her, the more I just like sat with the triggers instead of, trying to figure out what it means and stuff like that, the easier it was to, let it pass. I honestly just I started to deal with it like less. This is what I will say, Galen, at least I hope I'm saying your name right. Um, Sometimes your OCD will make you do things surrounding. Okay, trigger warning. Before I say this, I feel like the best way I should explain this is to just give y'all a story. instead of just saying it because I feel like it'll be more triggering. Um, okay. For my sexual orientation OCD, when I was really going through it, like at my all time highest, like I was willing to fall into any type of compulsion to basically give me the answers that I needed. So I ended up watching G porn. I'm not gonna say the word because I know TikTok is very sensitive, but I watched G porn to test myself. Of course, nothing didn't happen. But yeah, that was surrounding my fear in a way. So I guess I hope that kind of coordinates with what you're talking about because my compulsion that I did that compulsion I did kind of surrounded what I feared, and yeah, when I did it, like I said, nothing didn't happen, but yeah, but that's what I was really trying to say. Like OCD will make us do things that surrounds our fears, but in like a compulsive way. I guess you could say like not doing the actual thing, but things that can kind of like let you test it without you know doing it. I guess like that's the best way I could put it. And urges, I tell everybody all the time. To me, urges is just like urges is it's just a feeling that you feel when you so hard stuck on a moment. You know what I'm saying? Hard stuck on the thing that you're thinking about. Because when you're not thinking about it, you're not gonna get a urge, to do something because you're not thinking about it. But when you're so hard stuck, focused on it, and when you start to really see yourself doing it, and you just like I said, so hard stuck on it and focused on it a lot, it'll get to a point where you feel like you could do it. So yeah, it's crazy. I seen people compare the law of attraction manifestation with the eye. The law of attraction manifestation, the eye. I love to learn about that more. Oh, Reese, appreciate you for the cat. It didn't pop up. That's crazy. What was the hardest OCD thing for you? Part of my sexual orientation OCD. Like I said, I hated my POCD a lot, even though like I said, I didn't really deal with it like that. But I definitely hated my sexual orientation OCD. That was like it's like Loki still the hardest one to shake when I'm dealing with a bad episode. So yeah. No, I appreciate that for sure, Reese. And Christian, thank you for the likes, man. Appreciate it. I hope y'all having a great Monday so far, man. Um, I've got some more OCD content on the way. I haven't really been coming up with anything lately. Well, I've been okay as far as like YouTube video wise. I haven't came up with nothing lately. Like I said, I still gotta do a health OCD video because I don't know how I forgot about that subtype when I dealt with it my damn self. But I still gotta do that video. But as far as on TikTok, I got plenty content coming your way. So be expecting that. Yeah, it's because others don't even understand, but you might think they do. And that was exactly the only ones that really know is the ones that really, you know, go through it. But I'm not gonna lie though, there are people out there that, like I say, it do hurt it hurts that they don't know exactly what you're going through. But there's people out there that's willing to learn what you're going through. They're very open minded about what you're going through and they will love you the same. Like I said, with my family, my wife, what I'm saying, when I came to them about my OCD, you know, they didn't judge me, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and say they don't have no thoughts about me because I'm pretty sure they do. Because I mean, this is something scary to deal with. But for the most part, they still love me. You know what I'm saying? They love me the same. Like I said, they accept me with open arms. And yeah, I'm gonna start gym, but I don't know because I have just for LCD and I tried going before, but it was too hard. I think you should do it. Try again. I'm finna go to the gym for sure. Me and my wife finna lock in on the gym for real because I ain't gonna lie. I need to get this body situated, but also I just the gym is a good way to ground yourself. I ain't gonna lie, especially with doing OCD. Like at first, it was hard for me to go to the gym with my sexual orientation OCD and stuff like that. Um, but the more I went, the easier it became for me. I started obsessing over diet and stuff, and it's very draining. I understand. I think like I said, I think it's more so something. It's it's more so you have to discipline yourself to just keep going. You know what I'm saying? Continue to do it despite what you're going through, despite the obsession, because if you stop it, you're just not gonna overcome it. EKLFV. How you doing? Appreciate you tuning in live. I am doing all right. I cannot complain. How about you? And Jalen said, "What has been the hardest part of dealing with OCD? True thoughts, groans, and etc." The hardest part, to be honest, just dealing with the shit overall. If I'm being honest, man, like really, just dealing with it. Like everything about it is hard to deal with. It's like now, like I said, I'm in a better headspace now. I'm in a better space now when it comes to my OCDs. So I'm not really obsessing like I used to. I'm not falling into compulsions like I used to. I'm more locked in with my content and stuff like that. I'm able to love on my peoples and stuff like that. And so I'm able to do all this stuff. So now it's good. But back then, like I said, it was just hard. Like yeah, I right now I think it's just still dealing with it. That's the hardest thing. You know what I'm saying? Like just like still having moments where I obsess over it. The moments I still have, groaning responses, uh intrusive thoughts, intrusive images. It's just like still dealing with it. It's just yeah. Reese, appreciate you for the high bear, and then you're awesome, my guy. Appreciate it. I hope you're a guy. Yeah, I think yeah, you are a guy. Well, I never had much discipline. Good idea. No, I'm still working on that till we speak. That's it. I said that right. I'm working on that right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Discipline is a very hard thing to come about, but it's hard to. It's not hard to obtain. It's hard to keep. You feel me? Like, well, discipline is hard to obtain in a way, but discipline can take you a long way with everything, with anything, honestly, except for a self love. No, for real. I was having a real bad flare up 2 years ago, and your content was one of the first I found. Seen. I'm glad I can help you with that, Jada. That's the point. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was dealing with it, I never felt seen. And when I looked everywhere for help. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say it was completely nothing about OCD on here, but you hardly seen people talking about it. So it made it feel like something that was really rare to experience. It felt like I was alone for real. But of course, throughout my journey, I learned that wasn't true, and I want to be the reason. It's something that's normal, something that is because it is normal. Something that's talked about a lot, something that if you just bring it up, somebody not looking at you crazy, like what the hell is you talking about? Like, I want to be that reason. I want to be that we all feel seen, you know, and I want to be the reason that I want to show y'all that y'all can live the life that y'all want despite having this disorder. Like I said, that's why I do the content I do. That because at first I'm not gonna lie, when I first started doing OCD content, I stopped doing the things that I love. Because I just thought I was going to just spread awareness on OCD and that was it. But deep down inside, I always wanted to be a gamer. That's something that I was born to do in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? I was a game freak. Like I've been gaming since I was like I people can say like they really they play the game a lot. Me, I'm telling you, I'm a game freak. Like I don't do anything besides gaming, honestly. and or make content, of course, like OCD content. But if I'm not doing nothing, if I'm not at work, I'm gaming. If I'm not out with my wife or my family, I'm gaming. I, if I'm bored, I'm gaming. I could be bored with gaming, I'm still gaming. Like I'm really passionate about that. It's something like once I found out that I can make money off of and just make a living off of it, I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And like, so of course my OCD kind of stopped me from doing that. Ain't no kind of, and that's the like that's to bring that up, you know, because I did say earlier that I'm kind of dealing with something right now with my OCD, and it kind of ties into my career, you know, because a lot of people think OCD just like OCD can tie itself to anything, you know, it can make you obsess over the work, like it make you obsess over anything. So I said, as far as me right now, I am obsessing over my career path and my choice and the choices I'm making, and you know, it's gonna sound crazy, but you know, I was dealing with like this gonna sound real crazy because I don't know if I'm gonna be alone when I don't know if I'm the only one dealing with this, but I'm still gonna talk about it. So before I've um after I failed with my gaming career at one point, I started dancing. Dancing is something I always done as a kid as well. People always said I was good at it, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna dance. I did very good. I created a name. I created a name for myself in my city. I said it wasn't no worldwide shit, but I was doing it. And I was doing good at it. But like I said, I've always had a strong passion for gaming, and I always came back to gaming. And but then, like when I game, it's like I obsess over the paths I take with gaming. You know, I'd be like, okay, if I take this path, you know, what if something bad happens? You know what I'm saying? What if I don't make it in this? You know what I'm saying? And then I obsess. Okay, let me. I gotta try to explain this perfectly because I know it's gonna sound crazy or sound like, yeah, I'm gaming and it's there's specific paths I want to take with gaming. I'll take one path and I'll be like, damn, but what if I don't take this other path, you know, I might miss out on something. So then I go back to that path. And then um damn. I'll take that path and then I'll think about the other path again. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll be constantly switching back and forth. It's just like I'll be obsessed over what like I'll be obsessed over the bad things that can happen basically. But like I said, overall, just with my career overall now, dancing, I'm like, damn, like I don't like if I don't feel passionate about gaming like I used to, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm losing it. I'm trying to explain it, but it's like every time I'm explaining it, I'm just confusing myself the more I try to explain it. So I think I'm just gonna drop it. I think I'm gonna just drop it. I think I'm just drop it. I don't want to talk about it no more because I feel like I'm losing it. I feel like I can't explain it good. But basically, right now, this is all I can say. I'm gonna speak about it right now. Right now, my obsession is I want to dance again, but I don't want to dance again. I want to game because like, I'm very passionate about gaming. But then my mind would be like, oh, well, you're not you know, you don't have the motivation one day for gaming like you should. So that means you want to dance. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to dance. You feel me? And then my mind is obsessing over that and making me feel like I want to do this, but I don't. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Well, yeah. That's it. That overall OCD can tie itself to anything. It make you obsess over a lot of, you know, it can make you obsess over a lot of things for real. Hey, bro, feature to your life. How you doing? And I'm doing all right. So yeah, I'm good. Going to therapy and feel a bit better, but my anxiety is 24/7. But I'm feeling helpful. I'm glad that the the therapy is helping you feel a bit better. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I was just thinking the other day, like I hate just experiencing anxiousness and anxiety because it's like I ain't gonna lie. Even with just experiencing a little bit of anxiousness or anxiety, my OCD is like making me obsess over it and make me wonder why I'm feeling that. And then it just like makes a one big ass story that yeah. I hate feeling that shit, honestly. And Reese, I hope that you find you I hope they find you a great OCD specialist, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to therapy because I feel like we had a like I said, I feel like we had a point right now where, you know, OCD is, known. Not a lot, but it's known to the people that need to be, you know, that need to know about it. So I feel like that it's targeted towards like the therapists, the psychiatrists. I feel like they know about it now. So I feel like it's easier to find a therapist or a psychiatrist when it comes to OCD. Uh, life, bro. Life. What games you play? I play right now. I play Outlast. I play a lot of horror games now. I love horror games like a motherfucker. I love it. I play Outlast. All right, now I'm getting into a game called At Day of Night. Um, I'm finna play another game, but I'm not gonna say too much on it because I want to save it for a live. But I'm playing another scary game. It's gonna come soon though. 'Cause you like Minecraft, PUBG, Roblox. I ain't gonna lie. Me and my best friend supposed to beat Minecraft. Never beated it. I feel like that's something. I don't know if we go ever beat it. We supposed to beat it, but I feel like we never beat it. Every time we go to beat it, we never. Yeah, I don't even want to speak about it. And I love Roblox. I ain't gonna lie. Roblox is low key a fun. How can am I gonna say fun? It's considered a game, right? I'm gonna say company, but because it's like a game. It's games within the game. So I'm just say game. It's a fun game for sure. There's so many options we could do tomorrow. And I hit this thing. Yeah. Put today's in title is. Oh, I forgot to change the title. That's my fault. I like watching people play Outlast. I, I ain't gonna lie. Outlast is my favorite game. I love the shit out of that game. I might do a late night stream tonight playing Outlast. If not, it will definitely be tomorrow. I really want to do it. I want to do a stream tonight, a gaming stream tonight. I really do. But yeah, damn, I hate that. Now my mind is stuck on me trying to explain to y'all what I've been going through lately. Like that's so fucking irritating. Cause the whole time I'm trying to explain to y'all what I was going through. My brain was just like, you look so stupid right now. Like you just look so stupid. Like and I was just trying to really explain the best I could, but the more and I feel like I was really on the right path, but it's like the more I like just talked, the more I just doubted myself. And yeah. And I think just OCD overall, bro. Like it just makes you feel like this shit just like it makes you feel like you don't know what you're talking about. It makes you doubt yourself, and I hate it, bro. I hate it. I hate it so much. One of the hardest parts of having OCD is when nobody understands how quickly it acts. No, for real though. Like I feel like I definitely understand when people be like, I wish I could be myself before I had OCD. Because I'm not gonna lie, before you had like OCD, you feel like you was more in control. You feel like you was, you know, able to do a lot of things. And once you just experienced it, it's like that shit just went away. Like you just really became crippled at some point. Like you felt like I ain't gonna lie, you felt like a baby. like in a way, like you basically starting over. Like you have to learn how to talk again, walk again for real. You gotta learn how to think for real. Like you really gotta. It's like you starting over. Like I haven't felt peace in a long time. It's possible. I will let you know this now. It's very much possible. I've been feeling a lot of peace lately, and I feel like maybe peace is different for everybody. Like for me, peace is just like I said, not having to obsess over my thoughts like I used to. Like I can wake up and start my day. Like I'm not gonna lie, today I was literally in the bed obsessing over like my career and shit because deep down inside, like, I feel like my OCD know what it's doing. Like I've been obsessing over my career path lately, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to. I really don't want to dance. You know what I'm saying? But my mind is telling me, you want to dance, you want to do this, and it'll try to use because like I'm a music head too, so I love music, like deeply. So I listen to music and I be dancing. And my OCD be like, "Oh look, you dancing, you want to dance," and I'll be like, "No, I don't want to dance." Like what the fuck? And then I had a dream about dancing. I felt like I wanted to dance in the dream, and it's like, bro, like I don't want to dance. And when I woke up this morning, I'm just sitting there obsessing, like, bro, am I going down the right path that I should be? Like, do I really want to like game and stuff like that? Like, and I'm questioning myself, knowing that I do, but it's like my mind is just so fixated on me dancing for some reason, and it's like, bro, I genuinely don't want to. Like, I know for sure if I was to like, God forbid it from happening, knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood. If I was to die right now as we speak, I would not regret not dancing. I will regret not making it in gaming. I will regret not being the gaming content creator that I've always wanted to be. And yeah, and I feel like I just explained what I want to explain to y'all perfectly, so I'm good with that. Leave it off at that. But I'm becoming a new me, knowing this too. And I'm glad you said that, Angel, because I feel like, well, I know for sure, like we might miss the old us, but in a way, you should be, open minded to the new you that's being created, because your OCD is, preparing you for your newer self. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, your OCD is not going to change you at all. You know what I'm saying? Your morals, beliefs will never change. None of that will happen. But your perspective on certain things will change. I'm not gonna lie. Like for me, like I could say thanks to my OCD that my perspective, my OCD changed my perspective on a lot of things surrounding like my OCD and just life overall, and it helped me. And I'm like, damn, like even though I, in some ways, I feel like I do miss my old self. I love the new me that is, you know, that is being made. You still feel like that, or does that feeling get better? Feel like what? My bad. 'Cause, I'm talking about everything, so kind of remind me what I was saying. I'm in school too since I have OCD. I want to do something I enjoy, so I'm thinking about animal care. I didn't mean to say. Wait, so I didn't mean to say. We said I'm in school too since I have OCD. I want to do something I enjoy, so I'm thinking about animal care. That's good. I hope you follow that dream. You know what I'm saying? You deserve it. It's maybe just your browser reminding you like. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I remind myself, like, to be honest, like, I think it's more so. I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't like dancing. Yeah, dancing is cool. You know what I'm saying? But I don't. Yes, I don't look at it as a career. But my mind is trying to make me look at it as a career, like, because I feel like, and that's another thing. Like, I'm doing so good right now with everything that I'm doing, as far as gaming, content creating, for mental health. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm on a good roll right now. Like I feel like I'm doing good. But dealing with this, it's feel like I'm gonna have to put that. It's trying to make me put that on pause. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with just obsessing over dancing. It's like it's trying to make me like change it. change my like basically my flow, and it's like I'm doing good right now. Like I feel like I don't need. Yeah, I don't want. Like I said, I don't want to do it. I don't need to do it. But it's like my OCD is telling me like you want to do it. Yeah, my OCD has definitely made me mature a lot for sure. The feeling that you missed the in some ways, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Some ways I do. Yeah, I think about some of the things that I don't experience anymore. I guess as far as the old me, and I'm like, I wish I could experience that. So yeah, I feel that for time, but it's like I said, it's from time to time. For the most part, like I said, I do love the newer me because like reset. I think reset it. It's like I'm maturing, and like I said, I'm learning a lot. So and all this couldn't have happened if it wasn't for my OCD. So yeah, I feel culture random shit too. Like I should do it and get it out. And that's the thing. Like I feel like if I actually wanted to do it, then I'd do it. But like I said, that was in the past, and I'm gonna be honest. I only did dancing because I felt it kind of fell in the line of my content creating career, and I felt like since I failed at gaming, I just had to do something else, and dancing was just something that everybody said I was good at. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it." But I feel like it was never no real passion behind that. It was just something I was doing at the time. Like I like doing. So yeah. But like I said, when it comes to, I wake up thinking about the game. I go to sleep thinking about the game. I dream about the game. Like I said, when I'm bored, I play the game. And I say when I'm playing the game and I'm bored of the game, I still play the game because I just enjoy gaming. Like it's like but like when I'm doing other things, I'm thinking about gaming. So yeah, and I don't think about dancing. And when I was, I've had moments where I got back to dancing recently. Not recent, but like 2 years ago, recent, 1 year ago. Well, I say 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I had moments where I went back. But when I'm dancing, I'm thinking about gaming. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about dancing at all. And it's like, yeah, I'm just not as passionate I am about gaming with dancing. So I mean, I'm not passionate about dancing as I am with gaming. So yeah, that's it. If anything was to happen to me right now, I would regret not gaming and making it in gaming than not dancing. Truth be told, I feel like the main times when OCD comes back is when I have nothing going on. I think my mom thinks OCD is an issue, but she doesn't understand basic controls 24/7. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like for me, my OCD comes around when everything is going great. And I be hating that shit. When nothing's going on, I deal with OCD, but it's like it's not bad. But when I'm on the right path, like when I feel like I'm on the right path and I know I'm doing good, my OCD is right there. Like it's just like, oh no, wait, before you cross this finish line, I need you to worry about this, that, and the third. And I'll be like, bro, what the fuck? And like I said, I feel like this was happening right now, bro. I'm in a perfect relationship. My gaming career is going crazy. It's not going too crazy, but it's getting there. I'm advocating for OCD like I want to, and I feel like I'm really right. I'm telling you, I can taste the finish line. It's right there. But OCD is like, all right, I'm gonna need you to slow down real quick, Bucko. Like, do a U-turn. Like, go back. Like, and yeah, that's why I ain't gonna lie. Despite how I feel, despite what's going on up here, I'm just gonna keep going, bro. Just gonna keep going. At least I think my mom thinks OCD is a minor issue, but she doesn't understand it. Basically, it's really not a minor issue at all. Like I say, it really controls, like like I say, it really controls you. It controls you. Miss Curl, what's going on? I see you in a minute. How you doing? Says what? What happened? What's going on, my boy? Sinji, what's going on? I'm missing a lot of comments. My bad, y'all. Sure, say like a right there. It's like, nah, it was about that stuff. Exactly. That's cool going. I'll be chilling. Everything is going cool. It's okay. He wants that. It really wants us attention. Like it's like it's like I hate it. I hate it so much because I've been down this road before, and that's why I know like I need to continue to pursue what I'm doing and don't change anything. Just keep going. Just keep going. Just everything is falling in place right now as we speak. Just gotta keep going. Your OCD is just trying to stop you from, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like once I pass this finish line, I'm like OCD won't have shit on me. Like I promise you, like yeah, it's gonna get to a point. I promise you, I'm gonna forget that I have OCD, bro. I'm gonna start feeling that more. Sizwap, what the fuck? Sizwap, shit, man, I can't complain, man. Chillin', you know what I'm saying? What's going on, my boy? How you doing? Does medication work with just right OCD? I feel like it do. But I'm not gonna. I just take my answer with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Because I never took medication. Um, but as I feel like just with medication overall, the goal is to like I feel like it's to help you not obsess over the intrusive thoughts more so than not more so than you not experiencing it. I never catch you on live. Yeah, I was like, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy because I low key like I've been slacking a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I've been slacking a little bit. But when I see your name, I'm like, damn, Miss Carol haven't been in here in a while. What the hell? I could have sworn you was in here, honestly. Haven't occupied my 24/7, so exhausting. Nah, it really is. I forgot I had it for a while. It really be like that. When you doing good, like you can really forget about it completely. But something's bound to bring you back to it. Something. Something. Part of my day is getting up. I completely lose control of my CD. Yeah, I remember them days. I ain't gonna lie. Like just waking up and like you waking up and that's the first thing you just experience. You either experience your truth of thought or you just have a thought like, bro, I don't want to go through this. I just came today. Like he just like, bro, here it comes. It's coming. Like it's gonna come. Like it's right there. Like I hated the mornings. I ain't gonna lie. I probably like the only piece I got was sleep. I feel like I wake up. I feel like I wake up and feel good for a second, then the anxiety is there. Yeah, yeah, most definitely. When I relax and bored, that's when the thoughts creep to the mind. They're still there. And I also say like my OCD definitely do be popping up sometimes. Like when I'm just sitting there chilling and like not worried about anything. Like I could literally be having the best like day. I always say the best day. It could be a chill day. Like I'm just like, but like Miss Carol said, I'm bored. Like, ain't nothing going on. And just something randomly just pops up, and I just obsess like crazy. It's like, what the fuck? Like, where did you come from? Any advice for seeing my triggers? Sorry, I had to sneeze. Any advice for seeing my triggers in my dreams in my everyday life everywhere I can't escape it? So, as far as dreams, um, the dreams we have are just a reflection of our subconscious mind. And our subconscious mind is just a memory holder of everything we experience consciously. So when you wake up and you're obsessing over something, let's just say I'm gonna use this mouse. I always use the mouse, for example. Let's say I'm obsessing over this mouse constantly all day. You know, like it's just something that's just not escaping my mind because it triggers me somehow. Once I go to sleep, my subconscious will leak that into my dreams because I was obsessing over conscious. I was obsessing over it consciously. And yeah, so when it comes to dreams, it's not you, you know, desiring it or liking it. It's just you obsessing over it conscious and when you up. And it's gonna just pop up in your dreams. I thought it was in my mind, so I found out it was OCD. Wait, I missed a comment. Oh, damn. Right. Okay. Have you ever dealt with harm OCD or a fear of being truly a bad person? Yes. I've dealt with harm OCD like crazy. I won't say like crazy, but I definitely dealt with it. You're not alone at all. My thing just changed. And I think that's the most exhausting thing to experience with OCD. When your thing change, or like when you overcome one thing, here comes another one. Like you be just like, damn, bro, I just got through dealing with another fucking thing. Like, come on, bro. I see my trigger word everywhere in my waking daily life. Also, once I go to sleep, it's there too. So when it comes to just having to be around the things that triggers you, you have to learn to be okay with it being around. Of course, that's easier said than done, but you have to because that is what helps you not obsess over it as much anymore. And like I said, for me, I was you know going to heavy meditation. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, reading books on how the mind works and stuff like that. All these things helped me become better at just knowing what my OCD was, what I was experiencing, and how to go about it. And yeah, more so, and like I said, it also helped me with meditation. Helped me with ERP as well. So it's just like you have to learn to just acknowledge what you experience for what it is, and just continue to go about your day. Hey, because whenever I get triggered and try to calm down, I feel like I'm doing a compulsion. It's funny. I don't know if that was no. I don't think he was in. I don't know if he wasn't alive or not. But I remember I was talking to somebody like I'm pretty sure we all had this moment where we get triggered, right? And you do something that's kind of like a compulsion. Like for example, like I'll be scrolling on TikTok, right? And I see something that triggers me, and I scroll past it. But in my mind, I'm telling myself like, nigga, that was a compulsion. Scroll back up and watch what you see. You know what I'm saying? To just let your mind know that everything's all right. But then I get another thought like, well, that would be considered compulsion because I feel like I'd be testing myself, if that makes sense. So it's like I don't know if I should scroll back and just like as a as a form of ERP, or what I'm saying, am I actually just scrolling back to do a compulsion and see if I was actually, triggered, not triggered, but like if I was actually like I don't know. Basically if that thing triggered me or not. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to look forward to going to sleep so I didn't have to better. I love sleep like a motherfucker. Like, I promise you. I used to, like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I was scared because I didn't want to sleep my life away. I could definitely understand that. I understand that says what about that conscious mind. I like to laugh at the thoughts. Yeah, like just not judging the thought in any way is helping you, get through it. Like I said, that's why I said try to like look at your thought as a friend that has a different opinion than you. And just because they have that opinion don't mean you have to, align yourself with them because they're your friend. Y'all have y'all different opinions and that's it. You know what I'm saying? You let them think what they think and just let it go. I have fear of psychosis and existential OCD now. The past 2 weeks, I can't stop crying, which is thoughts. Yeah, it. Yeah, I know how that be. And Kyle, I'm sorry that you have to go through that, but I just want to let you know that you're not alone at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't mean to sound like a broken record, but I like the best way to deal with these, subtypes is you deal with them all the same way. It's just you just sitting with it as best as you can. Just sit with it, acknowledge it for what it is, and just let it pass. And yeah, I just think of what a goofy thought. No, facts like that. Now I ain't gonna lie. I do catch myself laughing at my thoughts a lot more now. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like I'll be like, dog, what the? And it's not me laughing like in an enjoyable way. It's more so me laughing like, bro, that's crazy. Like, that really scared me. I wish I didn't have that. Man, you are not you was not alone at all. You was not alone. But, not gonna lie, one hard thing is wanting to get diagnosed, but being scared that it's not actually OCD. You was not lying, because if y'all know or don't know, I am not diagnosed. I am self-diagnosed. I honestly don't plan on getting diagnosed now because I feel like it's no point for real. I feel like the only reason why I would get diagnosed is just to prove to everybody that I have OCD, but I feel like I have no point to prove because once again, y'all can pay me to deal with this shit. Y'all can pay me no large amount of money, the largest amount of money to deal with this shit. So yeah, but I definitely understand that, yeah, that feeling though, because I sometimes be thinking like, damn, if I do get diagnosed, what if they tell me like the whole time I never had OCD? Like that would be truly heartbreaking. I agree. Sleep is the only thing that gives me an escape from OCD spiral, man. I definitely OCD. Sometimes it scares me that the thought is my opinion. You're what did you do, AOD? Cheap eye me. What's going on? Wait, where was that comment at? I just read it. Heard caffeine can help with LCD. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I really ain't a caffeine person for real. I tell him to fuck off sometimes. No, for real. Fuck off, Carl! That's not anything. Fuck off! Like, dog. That's why he thought. Wait, that's why the thoughts. So, nah, for real. And I said, I don't know. I ain't caffeine. I ain't even a caffeine person. I think that this can help get medication if that's something you want to. I mean, no, I feel like that's a valid point. Yeah, like you feel like if you need to do medication, yeah, a diagnosis is, it's definitely needed for sure. But if you don't tend on taking medication and you know what you're going through, it's like for example, like I got anxiety. I know I do. I got bad anxiety. I don't need no doctor to tell me that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I was watching TikTok about it. Like eat dirt for certain subtypes of OCD. Mm-hmm. I'm really not a caffeine person my damn self. Thanks for the kind words, man. No problem, Kyle. I appreciate it. Today has been one of my best days in a while. That's good. I'm glad to hear that, bro. I'm telling y'all, them good days are here, are around the corner, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you just gonna constantly deal with bad days, bro. Because I felt that before. I know that feeling. Like I used to constantly deal with intrusive thoughts, like every day, all day, and just being drowned in it, thinking like, bro, I will never overcome this. I will never have a good day. I will never be at peace. I will never get the life I want. It's over with. Look at me now. That's I have my days. You know what I'm saying? I definitely have my days where I obsess over thoughts and stuff like that, triggers, but I'm able to push past it. And I am currently living the life or working towards the life that, I desire. And I can say I have it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm a gamer. You know what I'm saying? I do content around gaming. I spread awareness on OCD. I have a wife. I'm living the life that I really wanted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's very possible, bro. Sometimes it's genuine that the thought is my opinion. I feel that. I definitely understand that, especially when you constantly dealing with it because you feel like, it's like you feel like at some point you be thinking like, damn, like if this ain't how I really feel, why I'm just thinking it so much, you know? If the thought is Mr. Protected. Exactly. G body. Yeah, I remember the first time it really happened. I was terrified. But I also want y'all to remember though, just because you don't feel, some type of way towards the thought, it doesn't mean that you're agreeing with it or desiring it as well. Because you're not, like I said earlier, feelings come and go, whether it's good or bad. But just because you don't feel that feeling towards something doesn't mean your point doesn't still stand with it. You know what I'm saying? So like just because you're, you know, okay, you can be disgusted by these intrusive thoughts, right? And for the most part, you're gonna always feel disgusted about them. And you're gonna feel disgusted. But you're gonna have days where you just like you don't feel that disgusting feeling that you always felt. But just because you don't feel that disgusting feeling towards that thought doesn't mean that you still, what I'm saying, don't like it. You know what I'm saying? You still don't like it. And yeah, yeah. So don't rely on your feelings too much to, you know, dictate what you desire, what you don't desire. But at the same time, you can still rely on it. Feel me? And I feel like my whole life I had OCD because, truth be told, I feel like I dealt with pure O. Like I ain't had no other subtype besides pure O because I would obsess. I would never fall into compulsions or anything physically. It'll be so more so mentally, bro. Like I would deal with nothing but like constant, like I would deal with nothing but constant thoughts. Like whether it was intrusive or not, I would obsess over them. And my obsession, I would try to with me trying to what the fuck with me obsessing over them. I was trying to stop myself from obsessing over them, but no matter what I did, I couldn't. And I say whether it was good or bad, like yeah, like I said, I was really obsessing over them badly. Kyle, appreciate you that. Appreciate you for that follow. Molly, appreciate you for that follow. I appreciate y'all. Can I ask what has helped you? Like I said, meditation. First, it was meditation first. Because OCD kind of put me in this like it put me into a identity crisis. I guess you could say. Felt like I didn't know who I was. I felt like I was losing myself. Felt like I didn't believe in God and stuff like that anymore. So I started to change a lot of things. Now, don't get triggered when I say this because my morals still stand. You know what I'm saying? My morals and beliefs never changed for it's just more so like I just start to lose faith in them in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't change completely. Like I said, I still believed in God. You know what I'm saying? While I was dealing with this, but my perspective on God was changing. And yeah, so I was praying. Like when I first started dealing with this, I was praying heavily. I was constantly praying, and the more I prayed, I just felt like my prayers wasn't getting answered. Because I kept asking God, like, please take this away from me. Please stop these thoughts. Please get me through this. And no matter what, I was still dealing with this, and I was praying for years, like years on top of years. And no, I don't say years on top of years. I say a year tops. After that year passed, I stopped. I stopped praying. I'm like, bro, okay, what do I need to do, bro? And I got into spirituality. So, I started, looking into my ancestors, angel numbers, meditation, the what's the fucking what's the little I don't want to call them elements, but like the chakras. I was looking into the chakras and stuff like that. And for the most part, I mean, I was into it. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I was into it heavily, bro, because I really want this OCD shit gone. But um, it didn't work. I was still dealing with it. So I honestly took one thing from what I learned with spirituality with me, which was meditation. Meditation like the way I learned it first didn't help me at all, because like when I looked at meditation, like everybody kept saying like, you know, it's all about quieting the mind, feeling like special like feelings, I guess, like feeling like your body, being basically feeling like you know out of what's it, out of body experience, um, and some more shit, but that shit didn't help at all. So my perspective on meditation changed as well, which was me just learning that meditation is like basically a grounded technique. Meditation helps you be okay with what you're experiencing, and to the best of your ability, you're not trying to make sense of it, you're not trying to control it, you just letting it be. And that tied into my OCD, because with ERP, that's basically what you're doing. When you expose yourself to your triggers, you're allowing it to be. You're not trying to make sense of it, or you're not trying to make sense of the triggers that you experience. You're not trying to stop it, you just letting it be and letting it pass. So meditation helped, and it helped me with ERP. So ERP helped me a lot as well. Then I got to read books about how the mind works. If y'all want to know the books I read, I was reading The Power of the Subconscious Mind and The Power of Now, which both books helped me tremendously as well. And yeah, yeah. Sometimes I get scared on why it doesn't bother me. I definitely understand that, but I actually have to like remember that a lot of things, like I said, with me, us transcending to another life, that I'm scared of that. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I'm not always scared of it, but just because I'm not always scared of it doesn't mean I'm not scared of it. I still don't want it to happen. I love life a lot. I don't want to, you know yeah. So, but just because I don't always feel that scary feeling, that anxiety, that fear behind that, it does not mean that like my opinion on it changed. Maybe trying to calm my OCD is telling me I'm doing a bad thing. No, I definitely feel you. What's good? Me, what's going on? Something that started to trigger my OCD recently is spending money. It's crazy that anything can trigger OCD for real. Like literally anything. The key is literally to not pay attention to it. That's when it really starts going away. Exactly. Like I said, sometimes I feel like I'm too far wrapped into all the bonus things. I can never go back to normal. You can go back to normal, Molly. You can. I wouldn't even say let's not say normal. Well, we can say normal. That's like because that it kind of brings back to the conversation we had about us saying like we miss our old selves, So we feel like, oh, I'll never be the same. I'll never be my old self, and it's like you becoming a better version of yourself. You don't see it yet, but you're becoming a better version of yourself. Your OCD is preparing you for it. Me said my OCD reached a new level. It's attacking my identity, goals, sexuality, beliefs. I don't know what to do. That's that's relatable as fuck. I mean, like I said, I'm on the same boat, bro. Honestly, like right now, like my OCD just been. Like I said, I'm still obsessing over this dance and shit. Like it's weird because I say OCD, because saying this to somebody, they'll probably look at you like, "What the fuck are you talking about? You sound crazy as shit." But it's like, bro, like OCD can really like make you obsess over everything and anything that you just genuinely love and care about. Like it could be something so little and something big. But um, my advice to y'all, bro. I said I'm gonna sound like a broken record to y'all, but I promise y'all that's what helps me get to the point where I'm at now. Deep down inside, you know who you are. Deep down inside, you know what you want to be in life. You know what you desire. You know who you are, and your OCD will never change that, no matter how much you deal with it. So until you pass, you know, until you get through this, you know what I'm saying. Learn to just allow yourself to experience what you're experiencing. Don't try to make sense of any of it, because it's not. The more you try to make sense of it, you're not going to make sense of it. Your brain is going to try to make a whole complete different type of sense to it, and it's gonna be a point of view that you don't like. So don't argue with your brain. Don't try to avoid it. Don't try to stop it. Just allow it to be. Just allow it to be. And it will pass. W, bro. I appreciate that, Freddie. That's what I'm kind of doing right now. I want my whole life perfectly fine today. And now so I have to live with these intrusive thoughts. No, yeah, it'd be like that for real. DLC affect your school grades for you? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I never gave a fuck about school. I didn't care about school as much as the next person did. I did all right though. I can say it kind of got in the way. I guess you can say, like, because of course I didn't care about school. I didn't care about my grades and shit, but I cared about passing. Of course, you know what I'm saying. So of course I always tried my best, but sometimes when I was trying my best, my OCD definitely was trying to mess with me. So yeah, gotta ride the wave. Exactly. Just ride the wave, man. I'm gonna give everyone with OCD a big hug, bro. Nah, for real. Come on, y'all. Let's all go. Let's go in for a hug. I appreciate you. Oh, damn. Never mind. God, what the fuck? Chato, what's going on? Chato. God. Did POCD ever affect your view on having kids? That kind of bothered me. Yes, but I'm at a point right now where I want a kid. I spent so much time with my niece, bro, that I'm like, bro, I want a kid. Like, I dead ass want a kid. I don't care. I don't care about my OCD, honestly. And if anything, I feel like my OCD helped me become a better father, if that makes sense. Like, I will know how to, do it. How much longer are you gonna be live? Just hopped on. I don't know. I'm chilling. Thought you pushed us. My bad. I ain't trying to. Y'all so fragile, I think I am big, I'm big body, I got this blubbery going on, so I guess I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I think because my mind is so fixated on treating my OCD, that's cool stuff. And you said you was dealing with just right OCD, right, Reese? I'll just call you Reese again. Have you recovered fully? In a way, you can say that. I I'm not okay. No, let's not say that. I've learned how to manage my OCD, so I'm at a good space right now. Holding you by your mind. Hope we can rest on possible with shit OCD might see. No, for sure. I'm scared to have kids. Have you? Oh, you scared they have OCD? And that's I don't know. It's like things like that. With the help of my wife, you know what I'm saying? She kind of helped me just like not care so much. You know what I'm saying? Like she helped me care. Like she helped me take life very seriously. But at the same time, she makes me understand that, bro. Like it's like live life to the fullest, y'all. Live life to the fullest. Like, and I know that's easier said than done, especially dealing with OCD. But you have to live life to the fullest, gang. Like, do what you want to do. Do what you think you was meant to do. Go after what you want to go after. Don't let this shit stop you. No. And I promise you, I'm a very private dude, but like I said, I will show y'all like despite what you're going despite having OCD, bro, you can live the life that you want to do. Like I said, I want to be a gamer. I want to be a gamer. I do want to have, you know what I'm saying, some kids. Or a kid. I'm going to get married like very soon. So I'm married, but I'm not officially married. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show y'all all that because I want to show y'all that it's possible for sure. You can chase your childhood dreams. You know what I'm saying? You can achieve your childhood dreams. You can achieve the life that you wanted. You know, as a grown up, like you can do all this. I promise y'all can. I'm going to show y'all that. That's right. That's right. Yeah, so I definitely I can see how bothering that could be, Reese, when dealing with school, especially with you trying to succeed. You know, I can see, yeah. Some days are better than others, but yeah, not for sure. I'm hoping research and treatment will get better to the point my kids don't have to suffer as much. It will. I see it. I'm late to school all the time. Always turn up halfway through the day because also it makes me get ready for school. I definitely feel you. Shit. I know. I used to try to be late on purpose, just because my OCD. Because that's where my OCD was triggered like badly at, was that school. So I tried my best to avoid that place as much as I could, especially if they learn the tools early on. No, facts, and that's why I'm not really worried when I have a kid, because if my kid do have OCD, one, I will catch it. Well, I won't say I will catch it because it depends on what subtype they deal with, but definitely, if like they come to me about it, oh yeah, they gonna be alright. I got them for sure. Like I've been through this battle. I feel like I took on this battle for my kids. You know what I'm saying? For my people, for everybody. You know. I see it's going to consume you if you let stop. Exactly. How do you make it not make you feel less of a man? What's your definition of a man? That's the thing. Like a lot of things, like outside, like the world's perspective of things, also can affect your OCD. Because, for example, like with my sexual orientation OCD, like you know, people think like, oh, you thinking about you have thoughts about you know being G or not. That don't make you're not a real man. You know what I'm saying? Like you sus, you this. You know what I'm saying? Or you less of a man. Like I'm far from it. Like that's what that's how they look at me. Like I'm far from a man, but like bro, like I'm more of a man than anybody that y'all can think of. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm what a real man would look like. Honestly, like talking about like people think like, oh, when you talk about your OCD, you know what I'm saying, or just talk about your mental health overall, you're not a real man. You soft. You more feminine. Like that's weird as fuck. Like no, like there's no, like honestly, like when my with my perspective of life as far as just like masculine and feminine, bro. Everybody has a masculine and a feminine side. A man has a masculine and feminine side. A female has a masculine and feminine side. And when you learn to balance both of them, bro, like I don't know, it's like you just live life good. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not too masculine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not too feminine. I'm like both, bro. Like I have a soft side. You know what I'm saying? I have a side where I'm open. I talk about my mental health. I express my emotions. I cry. Like that. Like that. But just because I deal with that shit don't mean I'm less of a man. You know what I'm saying? Like if maybe I feel like that makes me more of a man than anything. It makes me a strong man. Like yeah. So I hope my facial expressions don't like. I hope you don't take my facial expressions as me like doing it towards you. That's just like I've heard that so many times, bro. Like people just like saying like how a man should look or how a man should be or some shit like that. And it's just like stop that shit, bro. Your sharing helps a lot. Keep it up, man. No, most definitely, Reese. I appreciate that. Oh my god, no, for sure. I go to therapy in my city. Not sure if they're where I have a CD or I have to handle it. Do you talk about it with them? I mean, if you don't, I definitely understand. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that easy to talk about. Louis, what's going on? Appreciate you tuning in. How you doing? Just saying issues. Not wake up and LCD thoughts flip. I'm not sure away. I just see it. I ain't gonna lie. Drinking was something that I did because I enjoyed it. I love drinking. I love how it made me feel. And yeah, but then it got to a point where I start to drink low key. I only say well, I started to drink because of my OCD. Like I was trying to drown the thoughts away, but shit. Honestly, I feel like when I drunk, well, yeah, no, it definitely made it worse. It definitely made it worse. I had moments where I was triggered bad because I was drunk. That's why I was scared to share my subtitles most of the time. Hey, how are you? Creston Moon earnings. Earrings? I said earning. Earrings. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing all right. I can't complain. How you doing? You're right about that. Like to the fullest. I saw someone on YouTube say they're a trucker and have a. That's wild. No, yeah, that's crazy. But I'm pretty sure, like, well, are you saying like that person loves being a trucker? Like that's something that they passionate about, or just in general love like doing? Like, that never bring up the term OCD, but I talk about it. It just feels like they be sure a lot. Mm. I said maybe it's time for you to find like another, you know, therapist. You know, somebody that specializes. You know, the reason I don't drink is my OCD. I'm scared the intrusive thoughts are gonna come true. As someone who's drunk many times while doing OCD, it won't come true. But I definitely understand your reason. It'll never come true. If anything, like you being drunk, like that makes you like it. My point on this stands no matter what. When you're drunk, you are your purest self, your realest self. And someone with OCD is scared of that because they feel like the thoughts they be having, like that's their pure self, that's them. But I kid y'all not, me being drunk, I'm still the same person, bro. Like I still like if anything, like I'm my purest self because once I'm drunk, bro, I'm still obsessing over my intrusive thoughts bad. And I'm panicking. Like it's just 10 times worse. If anything, it just enhances my like intrusive thoughts and my OCD, bro. Like, it makes it worse, bro. It makes me obsess over it 10 times worse. Like I don't ever feel like I'm gonna actually do it. Like I don't feel like I enjoy it. Like it, yeah, nah. I just obsess over it more, and yeah, yeah. To me, it's crazy that they didn't put their trucking job because of OCD. They love it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you love something so much, no matter what, and that's another reason why I don't mean to keep bringing it up. Like as far as like my career and shit like that, like I stopped dancing at one point because of my OCD. But when it came to gaming, like I never, I didn't like no matter what I went through with my OCD, I never stopped gaming. Like I could be triggered at, I could be so fucking triggered. Outlast Trials has triggered me so much. Like not so much, but it's triggered me before, and I still played that damn game because I enjoy it so much. Like when you genuinely love something, bro, you're going to do it no matter what, bro. Like I said, when it came to dancing and my OCD, bro, I couldn't do it. Like, and I honestly, it's because I wasn't as passionate as I am about. I'm not passionate about gaming, me dancing like I am with gaming. Like, yeah. Say when you love something so much, bro, no matter what is going on, you're gonna still do it regardless, bro. And overall, this is how I feel about just my life with OCD. Like, I'm a lover boy. I think I told y'all this. Like, I've always, like, as a young child, bro, I've been in and out of relationships my whole life. And I've always craved love and craved getting loved by someone. Despite having OCD, man, I chased love like no matter what. And yes, sometimes it was for compulsions, but for the most part, it was me just genuinely looking for someone to love me because I love, bro. I'm obsessed about being attracted to someone 2 years younger. How bad do you think that is? You said I'm obsessed about being attracted to someone 2 years younger. How bad do you think that is? I mean, like because I'm trying to figure out how can I put it? I mean, I'm pretty sure the person is not underage. You know what I'm saying? Am I right? I mean, overall, because of course it's safe space. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how POCD can be. But are you saying like this is someone that's of age, like above, the age of 18? You're obsessing over them being 2 years younger than you, and if that's the case, then I mean that's not bad at all. I mean, like 2 years younger than me, because my wife is 2 years younger than me. Honestly, 3 years younger than me. She is 22. I'm 25. She's 2 years younger than me, to be honest. She's turning 23 this year. But I also turned 26 this year. So technically she's 3 years younger than me. But I mean, that's OCD, bro. Like I honestly, OCD will make you obsess over everything, even if it's right. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with stuff like, with, of course they have to be of age, above the age of 18 and maybe a little bit higher depending on your age. But like I said, with me, for example, like I said, with me and my wife, I'm 25, she's 22, turning 23. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? She's grown, I'm grown. That's that's cool. So yeah, I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. PLC is horrible though. It definitely is. Shit. Every subtype, and this is the worst by far. No, anyone is different. No, I feel you though. Honestly, like I said, for me, I feel like the worst subtype I ever dealt with was sexual orientation OCD. But of course, like I said, from a moral standpoint, I hate PLCD, like very, very much. But the worst subtype I've ever dealt with, the one that just stayed with me, is stuck, is my sexual orientation OCD. Still been a different subtype. I definitely felt this. I ain't gonna lie, be sometimes I'm like, bro, if I had to just deal with this shit, like for this little moment, this little day, week, month, whatever, how long I'm dealing with this shit, bro, I'm like, bro, I wish I deal with this subtype more than the other subtype for real. Cause at least with this subtype, I low key, like, what I'm saying, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, I know how to go about it. Sometimes it be subtypes where they just like, it gets like, it'd be tough to deal with. It'd be too tough to deal with. Like, you know how to go about it, but it's like, it's just tough to deal with. Remember, guys, the more I thought bothers you, the more it's going to stick around. Exactly. Try switching medication, it got so bad I couldn't get out of the bed for a few days. I switched back and it was fine. Yeah, it's all about finding out what's good for you. Like when it comes to overcoming, not even overcoming your OCD, but just managing it. It's about finding what's good for you mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. Because what may work for me may not work for you. What may work for you may not work for me. It's we all, we all different people. I'd rather be, I'd rather be this tree or system. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. Like I'm really, it's so many subtypes I forgot about. Like symmetry OCD. Um, like I said, I forgot about health OCD. What was the other one? It's some more, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, I still got a lot of subtypes to talk about. You help a lot of people, bro. You're a G. I appreciate that, Herman. Real talk. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. I appreciate you. I appreciate that, Carol. I try. I really try. I really try, y'all. Let me say not. Let me say. Let me not say try, bro, because I. It's just it come natural. Like I mean that I say it in the most humblest way possible. Like I'm just naturally a nice person. I'm naturally someone that's just willing to help. Like I'm not. Yeah, I'm always looking into. Not always looking to, but if there's anything I could do to like help someone, I'm there. Or have you ever checked out Mark Freeman on YouTube? Mark Freeman. Let's look into Mark Freeman. That money go Ago. Smoking no gelato. Foreign car swerving pothole. Mm-mm. Never heard of this guy. He has OCD and has great advice. Yeah, I see some of his videos. That's what's up. I don't know why when you had said that person when you said his name, I thought you was talking about this one dude I seen. I forgot his name. Um, he was this bald guy. Um, he be talking about sexual irritation OCD a lot. Um, I think he's from the UK. I think. I yeah, I thought he was talking about working free, bro. Yeah, I didn't I didn't know how to describe him. He's bald, um, he's white, um, he's bald, he's white. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I see he talking about sexual orientation OCD. When I was younger, doctors kept bringing up OCD, and I'm like, I don't have that because I thought it needs to be clean and organized. Yeah, that's like I said that's a perspective we have to change about OCD because it is like I said it is subtypes that there are subtypes that surround that. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, people thinking it's more so like it's clean and organized in an enjoyable way, but it's more so in a fear way. You know. Also, I think there are a lot of YouTube channels with bad info. I can believe that. I'll be honest, bro. I be seeing things online, and it be people I be following too on TikTok and stuff like that. And I be like, bro, I can't agree with some of the things people be saying, but it's to each his own, I guess. Yeah, I'm not the person that try to like debate with people about like what's facts or not. But I just go off what I like my opinion. I just leave it at that. Like, and I don't care to like prove my statement and why is it facts or why it can help in a way. Like I do it to just just to spread awareness. You know what I'm saying? Let people know. But I'm not gonna sit here and try to debate with motherfuckers about what's the right way to go about things because I remember it was like I said when I was talking about meditation a lot. I used to see people talk about like meditation is bad for OCD, and I'm like, that's their opinion. Just leave it at that, bro. Even though that's crazy because, like I said, meditation helped me tremendously, but everybody got their own opinion, you know. There's one particular OCD recovery by Robert Bray, really derailed me for a couple of months. There's some helpful stuff, but there are questionable stuff they advise. Nah, like, and I just feel like everybody's had their own opinion about shit, like real shit. Like, yeah, it I don't know, and it's I feel like everybody go find that person they can like that they agree with and they understand, you know. But I think we all have the same objective. We're trying to, you know, not only spread awareness on this, but help as many people help as many people as we can. How did you get over SOCD? Like I've been fighting this for 6 months, and I feel like the anxiety gone, but my thoughts won't go away. It makes me so uncomfortable. Back. Appreciate you tuning in the back. Tuning in the back. I appreciate you tuning back in, wifey. How you doing? And as far as like me dealing with I gotta head out. It was nice seeing the person with OCD talk about it. No problem, Molly. I said no problem, Molly. Appreciate you tuning in, Molly. Hope you have a great day. And yeah, and of course, you know what I'm saying? You come back anytime we live and yeah. Um I wouldn't say I'm over my sexual rotation OCD. I still deal with it, but I just don't obsess over it like I used to. And I went about that with a lot of things. Like I said, meditation, ERP, reading books on how our mind works and stuff like that. Like I said, I'm sorry y'all because I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I promise y'all these things are the things that help me, and I really like I just drilled these things into my mind. I made them like a daily routine type of thing to the point where I just started doing these things subconsciously, and now yeah, I'm just able to sit with just anything I experience when it comes to my OCD. And like I said, I have moments where I obsess over them still, but for the most part, I'm able to just yeah. But once again, just because you are not triggered by these things as much as you would want to be, or just like as much as you used to be, it doesn't mean that you agree with them. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that you like them. It doesn't mean any of that at all. You're just not triggered. And that's okay. I'm saying you're not gonna always feel triggered all the time. I say I don't be triggered behind a lot of the things I used to be triggered by, but it doesn't mean that my opinion or the things I desire, none of that didn't change. You know, it's still I'm still the same me. I still stand on my morals and beliefs, and yeah. That money go where I go. Smoking on gelato, foreign car, swerving pothole, bad bitch, she from Chicago. She freaky. Think about the end of live soon though. Low key said I was gonna like edit this video, watch over this video while I talk to y'all, but we've been having a great live, so I wasn't able to. Yeah. Do you think you'll ever go to a therapist? Only time will tell, bro. Honestly, at this right now, I would say no. I don't know. I just feel like I don't really need it at this point, for real. Honestly, um, but if it really gets bad, then I would say yeah. That's I feel like my perspective on therapy has definitely changed, but but the opinion of me going hasn't. You know what I'm saying? That's I feel like it's very helpful, but I don't know. I feel like I'm at a point right now where I just like I don't need the help, because I just you know I'm good. I thought it was going to be cold and not personal, but mine is really understanding. You focus first on self compassion, personal. Yeah, I say I say if it ever gets bad, then or if I just feel like I need it, then yeah, I actually go. But for the most part, I don't really feel like I need it. I'm glad it helps you though. I ain't gonna lie. That's it. It's good to hear like a lot of people talk about how therapy has helped them with their OCD and stuff like that. Like because like I said, I definitely had a perspective on it where I'm like, bro, that shit. Like I ain't gonna say it won't help, but like I said, I just was against therapy because like I said, I don't feel right paying somebody just to listen to me talk and shit. And then half the time they damn might not even know what I'm going through. But like the more I went live and started talking to everybody else about therapy, everybody say like, bro, they found a good therapist, especially one that is specialized in OCD, and they, was very helpful. They was open minded about what they was going through, accepted them with open arms, and yeah. But then again, maybe that's a good thing. Wait, maybe that's a good thing. I can see it being a good thing as far as like educating them for sure. Mm. Mm-mm. Yep. All right, y'all. I'm finna end the live, man. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't eat either, so I gotta eat. I do got a video coming out. It's a gaming video. Come out later on today at like 5:30. I need to hurry up and get this situated because yeah, I ain't get shit done. But make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, tap in if y'all want to tap in. Personally, if someone that knows the pain to be like the urge to get where insurance is different to not see I ain't gonna lie, Shadow, before I end it. That's the thing. That's what I said. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to reinsurance, bro, it's just about finding a balance between it. You know what I'm saying? Like reinsuring yourself or reinsuring others, and then also having faith in yourself or being certain about something. It's just about having a fine balance between the two. It's not you don't have to completely cut one off. Like we'll cut the compulsions off. Like that's just like I said, that's my opinion on it though. And fuck you, Kev. Hope y'all have a great day, man. Hope you have a great night whenever you're watching this. Like I said, video come out today, later on today, like 5:30. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on post notifications so y'all don't miss me when I go live or upload. Because I may go live later on tonight. But yeah, I think that's it. And yeah, I'm gone.